Hello, this message is for those of you Libras who are in a twin flame connection. So you could be a sun sign Libra, a moon sign, a rising sign, a Venus sign, and this message could apply for you. You could be watching for someone who's a Libra, and also just take what resonates. So if you feel it in your heart and soul, it's resonating, the message is for you. But there might just be parts of the message that are for you and not the whole thing. This is a collective, so it could be that different parts of the message are for different parts of the collective. And if this resonates with you, please like, share, comment. That'd be greatly appreciated. So let's get started. We're gonna look at the week. For the Libra collective. What is on the surface of the connection? What is hidden or subconscious in the connection? What direction the connection will take this week? What energy is being released from the connection, and where's the connection moving to? And then we'll also get a message from the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine's higher self to the Libra collective. Just maybe what they'd like to say to the Libra collective. Okay. So what is in the surface of the connection for the Libra collective in the twin flame connection? Ooh, that's so good. I love when I say okay. What direction will the connection take this week? What direction will the connection take this week? What is being released energetically from the connection for Libras in the twin flame connection? We got a twofer. Where's the connection moving to? Yeah. All right. Okay, so in the underlying energy, in the underlying energy, we have the Five of Wands, and this to me has always been about like inner conflict, the conflict between the head and the heart. And if there's an imbalance there for you, Libra, because balancing is very important to your energy, even to your mental energy, so much more so, you're going to feel the inner conflict. But what I'm getting from these two things is, one, when you remain focused on yourself and your own drive and your own, it's a sense of strength and determination. When you refocus on yourself, when you refocus on what you're destined to do, you're going to create your own balance, and it's going to limit the inner conflict, because your head and your heart will naturally align with that. It's going to create that stability. It's going to create that. It's almost like calling in the Divine Masculine part of you, right? Because the Divine Masculine is very grounded. He's very balanced. He's very in touch with what he needs to do to get shit done. He's the protector. So when you step into your own destiny, like I just feel like when you step in focusing on what you're meant to be doing for yourself, that your head and your heart will align. There'll be stability, there'll be grounding, and the inner conflict will be dissipated. So we'll leave that card right up. Okay, so on the surface of the connection this week, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and this to me is about refinement, sort of honing yourself, honing your skills. So you're really being driven to figure out what you want in your life and how you want to craft that particular part of your physical life. Like it could be projects that you're delving into. It could be new job opportunities. It could be crafts, literal crafts, right? But whatever it is, you're being driven to really take a look at it because it's sitting on the surface of your connection. It's almost like I see your counterpart's higher self, like giving you signs, doing, sending you in the right direction. Maybe you're online and you're just randomly looking for things, and something will pop up like an ad, and you're like, oh, that's fascinating. I'm hearing that that's your counterpart's higher self being like, this is the direction you can go in to create your own stability and happiness, right? So underneath the hidden subconscious part of the connection is these new concepts that are coming to you. They could be epiphanies, they could be random thoughts, they could be putting two and two together. It's this mental clarity that's coming in strong. Very much like a very clear, very, very clear concept for you. And again, that's a great place to be because energetically Libras tend to focus a lot in the mental capacity. So to be able to receive your messages on a mental level is a very powerful place for you to be in. So the connection is moving into a place of balance. This is the Justice card. There's going to be a lot of balance, and I'm hearing balance between the past and the future so that you can be present in the moment. There's cord cutting. There's going to be very distinct cord cutting so that you can be free and you can allow and have your brain understand that the past can exist here, the future can exist here, and the present can be here, and they don't all have to be attached. They don't all have to come in and muddy the waters and create that inner conflict. They can just exist separately. The future can inspire you. The past can make you stronger, but you don't have to live with them in the present in order for that to be true. So then we have what is being released energetically. So these are really interesting cards to be in this position, because generally this position is about what energy is being released, as in what no longer serves. But what I'm getting from this more is that what is being blown up in the connection is healing and self-care. There's going, like I said, that refocus on yourself. So that's going to be coming in waves. And because of the mental clarity and the refinement, this card's a little bit of what I'm getting from this card more so is that you're releasing the concept of what you think your reality needs to be like. You're going to be open and accepting of what's being offered to you, because you're in a better healing place. These are super, like, I feel like they're conflicting energies. I feel like this is the head and this is the heart. So maybe more so what I'm getting, what I'm hearing is that what's being released is the head and the heart being on opposite sides of the field and coming together as one to create a whole new concept. Where that's leading the connection is creating. So the Queen of Pentacles to me is all about like beautifying your surroundings. The Queen of Pentacles is the physical counterpart of the divine masculine. So she's the physical. I mean, you can align with any one of the queens, but it's sort of like creating that happy, healthy home for yourself, creating what you want in your life right now for you, whether your counterpart's involved or not. And again, just because it's a queen doesn't mean this isn't applying to the men out there. You can create your own happy and healthy home, a beautiful home, a safe home is what I'm hearing. It's sort of like that domestic card. Like you're going to be a domestic god, domestic goddess. Like that's where the connection is moving you into. It's almost like that nesting period you go through just before your baby's born. You're going to be really creating a sanctuary in your home. That's what I'm getting from that. And that's just because you're realizing that you need your own space. And that's what's going to help you move forward with your own stuff. It's going to help you balance. It's going to help you take care of yourself. It's going to help you create your own reality. But I feel like as Libras, there's generally a lot of back and forth for you. So this is like a normal energy, but I think they're going to start working really well together. I'm getting the message to, if you can understand this concept of, if you're struggling with your ego, because we all do, that if you bring in your higher self and have your higher self work with your ego, because again, there's two sides of the pendulum there. You have your higher self and you have your ego, and they both want to protect you and take care of you, but they need to work together. One creates structure, one creates flow, and they need to kind of work together in order to get through a lot of this stuff. So what does the divine masculine's higher self have to say towards the Libras in a twin flame connection? Trust. Yeah. The situation is calling for you to have faith. All right. So let's see what else. What else? What else does he have to add to that? Because I feel like that's pretty clear, right? To trust, what I'm hearing more so is to trust yourself, to trust your own abilities. Like, you got this. You cannot make this stuff up, guys. Balance. Yeah, so there is a lot of judgment when we try to analyze things. We're trying to compartmentalize things. Trust and balance for you are key in this journey, and you're continually learning lessons that help you refine that, to help you refine trust in yourself, to help you refine your own balance within, and to not let the ego part of you take over. And it's not like, when I say ego, it's not always an arrogant ego, bossy ego. It's just that protective part of you that makes you want to try and figure things out, instead of just trusting that they are the way that they're meant to be. That's it. So what he's saying here is, trust in your ability to balance. You're a natural balancer. And when you're out of balance, it just means that things need healing. There's no judgment here. And judging yourself is not going to bring you to the state of harmony that you deserve and that you need. All right. So let's see what the divine feminine's higher self needs to say to the Libra collective. So I just want to make note as well, I'm going to be doing a series on Instagram, just talking about what a twin flame is, what the twin flame journey is about. There's sort of like points of reference, like little points of knowledge, sort of like trivia, like twin flames, point number 1, no size fits all, right? So things like that. So if you're curious, you can look me up on Instagram at Candy Wishman, where I talk a lot more about what it is to be a twin flame and what your journey's all about. But let's get back to the divine feminine's higher self. The divine feminines and the divine masculines higher selves may not be Libras themselves. They are just speaking to the Libra collective. Well then, wedding. Love when that card comes through. What else does she have to say about wedding? What does the divine feminine have to say to the Libra collective in the twin flame connection? Okay. So what I'm getting from these two cards, blame is a very interesting card, because as twin flames, we tend to trigger each other. And what I'm getting very strongly right now, and this is not a message for everyone, but it may be for specific Libras that are in this connection. I feel that you feel your divine masculine is letting you down because you should be in a certain place right now, and he's not doing the work that you can see. So an example, you've like, I've done all this work, I've done all this healing, like, why aren't you coming into my life? Why aren't we in this place where we are getting married, or we are together, or we are in union? So what the Divine Feminine is saying very clearly right now, if you are still feeling hurt feelings about anything to do with your Divine Masculine or your counterpart, and again, the energy is interchangeable. It could be Divine Masculine feeling this way. It's rare, but it doesn't mean it's not possible. If you're feeling any hurt feelings, that means there is still healing to be done within yourself. They are still triggering you and pointing out what needs healing. So you need to take responsibility for your own well-being, because if you're feeling hurt feelings, they're your hurt feelings. No one gave them to you. So it's very clear that if someone is not making the effort that you expect them to, that you need to understand and figure out why you have that expectation. And I know that's a very firm, hard message, but I feel like it's really needed at this moment, that if you feel that you have hurt feelings, or you're being let down, or you have blame for someone else, it's to take the moment and reflect within yourself to figure out why you have those feelings. You know, that's also part of what I'm doing with this series, is to understand how we mirror each other. If you have hurt feelings on the inside, your divine counterpart is going to mirror those on the outside with their behavior. So it's to really take the moment and figure out why. The only thing you can do, because you can't control their behavior in that way, you know, the only thing you can do is look within yourself and find out where those feelings are coming from. And I'm hearing it's from your childhood. So that's a pretty interesting reading. I hope it helps. Be your peace, love yourself, share your light, and have an amazing week.